Okay guys, I got a 2005 Nissan Sentra here with a 1.8 liter, and we have a blower motor problem. And we also did a headlight. So if you need that video, click on my name underneath this video for that video. But this is a blower motor problem. So I want to show you something here. We can test it a couple different ways real quick as well, which I've already done, and I know it's a blower problem. So let's turn that on. No blower. Nothing. So shut the key off. So here's what you're going to do. First thing we're going to do is remove the glove box. And to replace this blower motor, you really only need a Phillips screwdriver. But we got a gauge here. We're going to test for voltage real quick, show you where to test. And this little bad boy here, you can use anything that's kind of heavy because we're going to pound with it and test it. And I'll show you how we do that. So let's remove the glove box. Now we got two screws up under here. One here and one here. We're going to go ahead and take off, and I'll be right back. Okay, we got those two screws off. Now you got these little clips that just lifts over top and just lifts over top, and this will drop down. Then you're going to see your blower motor. We get up in there, right there. So we're going to unclip the blower motor first, which somehow I can't see where it unclips, but looks like there's a tab on the right hand side right there. So we unplug that electrical to it. Now all we're going to do is test right here for positive and negative with key on. And we'll set this to voltage real quick. Oh, looks like it is set to voltage. Oh, with key on. Okay, I might need two hands for this. 1 second. At this point, I should probably be pausing it, but so there we got that, and we have almost 12 volts, so we know we're good there. Blower motor still is not working though. So here's what you do to test it. Well, the other way. If you need to get it home, you need your heater, you need your defrost, and it is the blower motor, here's what you do to turn it on, I guess you could say. So right where the blower motor bottom part is, right here, the motor's right underneath that. Give it a few swats. Right smack in the middle. Now you're probably going to need to replace this motor anyway, but that'll get it to work for the moment. If I can get it plugged in. Maybe. There she is, she just kicked on. So, the motor itself is sticking in there. Let me unplug it again. Now, there's 3 bolts up under there. I don't know if you can see those or not. 3 Phillips head bolts. We're gonna be pulling those out. If you need the part number, I'm changing it because that will only last so long tapping it like that. You can get away with doing it 2 or 3 times, but eventually the motor is going to go out. So 76957 is the part number. And let me show you the motor itself. Here's the motor itself. There's a small hose over here that will just pull off. This twists this way, and it's just going to pop straight in just like that with 3 Phillips screws. So let's go ahead and get those 3 Phillips screws off. And again, I showed you them there, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull them off real quick because it is kind of tight up in here. So here's where our Phillips screwdriver comes in handy. Be right back. Okay, we got the 3 screws out. She just popped right out of there, and she is sticking pretty good. See that? So it's not going to be lasting very long. Although we tapped it and got it to work, the moment you shut the car off, start it again, it probably wouldn't have worked. We would have had to beat on it again. And again, you can only do that so many times. So we need this little hose here. Let's take that off. That's going to go on the new one. We'll go ahead and put it on now so it's facing the right direction. There we go. Something like that. Now I'm just going to pop it up back in there, and I'm going to use those same 3 holes right there. Not the small holes, the big hole, the center big hole, and the center big hole. So let me get it back up in there. Okay, so I got the 3 screws back in there. I was able to move the chair back to get a little more room. There's no clamps on that hose. She just pops back in the spot. Now here, luckily, the manufacturer didn't do this, but now we have a little longer wire that we can plug in. So looks like I'm gonna need 2 hands to get her on there. Just a second. Okay, Be right back. Okay, now I got an extra hand here, hold the camera. Now, as soon as I plug it in, the key's still on, so we should have fan. There we go. I'll turn the fan off. So, there's that part. Now, we're just gonna slide this back in. Up under there, there is a small little groove that this sits in. And so we're gonna get it on that first. Pull that camera that way for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll go back up and we'll go back into their little homes there. Tighten up our 2 screws here. Now, if you guys need it, the one thing that causes these to go out is a dirty cabin filter, because it ends up putting pressure on that motor. And that's going to be right here. These 2 clips here, you're going to pull those up, change the filter there. But that's just in case you need it. So always check that. This one appeared to be clean, but always check that. So those are back in. Now we can get our glove box line back up here. That's that. Clean up our mess, and we're done. So I hope this video helps you out. Please click like, please click subscribe, click on my name underneath this video for all my other how-to videos. And as always, guys, enjoy.